The sweet water of irrigation. Water flowing from far away, soaking the land, making it fertile, making it rich, bringing it to life. The final step. I stoop in the fields, in the hot sun, and pick the fruits and vegetables of the irrigated valleys. I am the hands of countless workers without whom the endless harvest cannot be brought in. But it is late in the day for these hands, for the people who stoop over the earth. The machines that do their work are coming fast, and those who pick now will be operating them. When they do, I will be riding those machines with them. Expensive. Yes, working the land requires money, all right. But what it returns in efficiency and productivity makes it all worthwhile. I look out over this land, over the most productive farmland in the world, over land so fertile that thousands of hands are needed to harvest the crops that go to market 12 months a year, and I know more and more that things are changing. More and more. I'm as much at home in the tall timber as on the flat farms of the Midwest. I watch the trees inch their way up, from saplings to giants blocking out the sun. They are a very special crop, a crop that may take a man's lifetime before it can be harvested. But harvested it is. Familiar cries of timber echo through the woods, and the big trees come down with an enormous grinding, resisting rumble. They are cut to size, put on trucks, hauled away. Just like cotton, just like peaches, just like asparagus. And the trucks. Day and night, the trucks rumble on the highways of concrete, loaded with the products of the farms. The trains move down shining steel tracks, 100 freight cars, behind 4 locomotives, hauling the fruits of America's farms, the result of American farmers' toil. It fills the trucks and trains and overflows the holds of ships with strange names bound for distant ports. From Iowa and Oregon to Scotland and Russia. From Maine and South Carolina to Guatemala and India. I see the farmers' products funnel down to all the ports of America and into the waiting ships of all the countries of the world. A never-ending flow, filling a never-ending order. Filling it because the farm has become as efficient, as productive as any factory. Filling it because the farm has become a world of machines. Filling it because the American farmer has learned to use those machines. But I remember times when he couldn't even feed himself. Dark times, the nightmare side of farming, populated with run-down, abandoned farms with dried-up fields, populated by prayers unanswered in empty pockets. When there is no rain, his crops don't grow. Where there is no credit, he cannot buy seed. Where there is no hope, there is no tomorrow. I remember when he couldn't even feed himself. But today he can. He feeds his nation, and he is asked to carry the load for the world. He does. Balance of payments. I've seen the American farmer work wonders for it. I've seen him become this nation's leading earner of foreign trade. I've seen his food feed hungry people. I try to define the American farmer. I cannot, though I know him well. Images of him as laborer, mechanic, veterinarian, businessman, agronomist, pictures of strong faces, standard thoughts of farm animals carefully tended, of a new generation preparing to take over from one passing on. Loud shouts in the future markets in the cavernous buildings of big cities. Of harvest, of new life, of enormous bounty. Impressions of people. Impressions of hard work and a good life flash across my mind. Impressions of the American farmer.
Board of Trade today, wheat was 3 to 4 1/2 cents a bushel lower, May futures selling at 341. Corn was 1/4 to 4 1/4 lower, May futures at 286. Oats were 1 1/4 lower to 1/4 higher, May futures at 151 3/4.
Big business is on the land. That is true. Mechanization is on the land. That is true. But it's also true that the farmer is still on the land, remaining as he was, one man touching the soil, working from sunup to sundown to make it productive, taking his chances. That's how it was. That's how it is. That's how it will be.
On about midday, they said the barrels and gilts were uneven, but mainly 50 to $1 lower. 1 to 3, 2 to 240 powder.